The New York Islanders have hired a new GM. I talked about this last show. I want to apologize because yes, I was very quiet, but that's only because that my lovely fiance was. She's got back issues, and every now and then a pinched nerve enters the room, and she needed a rest, so I was being quiet. So I apologize. I don't like to explain myself, but here I am. The New York Islanders are in a bit of a weird. I don't know if you would call it a pickle, but like a neat little problem. So they have the first overall pick, courtesy of the draft lottery. Say what you want, being rigged, whatever, I don't care. They have a new general manager, Matthieu Darche. Okay, let's go over the introductory press conference. Already right out of the gate, he included the fans in this equation. Hey, I want to get the fans. I want to give the fan base a winner. I want to give this fan base, this loyal, passionate, sometimes rambunctious as crap fan base, a Stanley Cup. I want to bring a fifth cup to Long Island. And he said, on Long Island, and I said, I am in. You know what? Guns a-blazing, America, bleep, yeah, let's go. Let's go do some crazy stuff. But then he also re-signed Kyle Palmieri to a 2-year deal under $5 million. Before you say anything and say this was an overpayment, keep in mind here, Palmieri was top 5 in scoring for the Islanders. So, before you Islander fan base, people, lose your marbles and say they overpaid on Palmieri, he was one of their better players. And Adam Boquist signed for a 1-year extension. So, yay, good stuff. But going back to the first overall pick, the Islanders have 2 options. 2? 1? 2? Thing? Brain? They got 2 options. They can either take defenseman Matthieu Schaefer, who many are picking to be the number 1 overall prospect, or centerman and Long Island zone from Hop Hog, New York, James Higgins. Now, let's also be clear here. I am a fan of this club. I am in no way, shape, or form the general manager or hired by the Islanders to make these decisions. I do not get paid tens of millions of dollars to run a sports team. I'd be terrible at it. Just being real. I'd be terrible at it. Me under that tremendous amount of pressure? God, no. God, no. Just...
No, God!
I made my point. I made my point already. So, if I were to say, like, hey, who should they take? And I would like Higgins, I'm not going to lie. But at the same point, it's not my decision, not my call. I am very excited to see, the new era, as you would call it, and rather he's including the fans, he's including the coaches, he's including the players involved. He's the media as well. Like, that's rare. He's trying to be more hands-on with the fan base and what made the Islanders great, which is great to see. It's really good to see. So I'm very excited to see what they do. I'm very pumped to see how Darche, conducts his business. Have at you. But I'm very pumped to see what they do. Before we go and jump off and into expectation land and say, oh, the Islanders are going to win the Stanley Cup, blah, blah, blah. Let's settle down, people. It's May? It's May 30th as we're recording, so I guess it's June.